Pretty sure everyone in here hated taking the SATs. I've asked many of my friends, and 9 out of 10 of them said yeah. And I also hated it as well. Imagine studying for several days just to end up taking remedial classes. That's what happened to me. So SATs have been around for years, and a lot of students have taken them. I have taken the SATs and did poorly, which left me remedial classes. The government is basing students' knowledge through a standardized test rather than how well they do at school. So first I'll be talking about the problem, and then the cause, and lastly, the solution to standardized testing. So students are getting placed in remedial classes rather than advancing. According to the article by education reporter Colleen Wixon, published by Scripps Treasure Coast newspapers on January 27, 2013, Nikki Cutler, 17, gets A's in her English honors class at Indian River Charter High School. She gets perfect scores on her writing essays and does well in her dual enrollment college courses. But passing the FACT has proved difficult. She missed the passing score by 2 points. So Cutler now takes hour-long remedial reading classes twice a week. She said it's a waste of her time and has no impact on her grade point average. Students who are placed in remedial classes are wasting their time, such as Cutler. Remedial classes are basically putting a pause in students' education. This can even move back their graduation date. Remedial classes also bring down students and their motivation. Now that you know the problem, it's time to know what causes it. Schools are spending more time preparing for state tests. According to the article Problems with Standardized Testing by Jasmine Evans, published by the education.com on November 4, 2013, a student by the National Center for Research on Evaluation, Standards and Student Testing found that teachers have started planning their curricula around state tests. This phenomenon is called teaching to the test, which can entail teaching only material that will be seen on test or simply teaching test-taking skills. Opponent of high-stakes testing claim that the test at the center of the year's curriculum, teachers lose some of the dynamism and creativity that makes school effective and enjoyable. Instead of focusing on lessons in the book, students also focus on learning what would be on the test. Well, schools fear low test scores, so they increase the time to prepare for tests. Standardized testing is causing students too much anxiety. In 2002, test anxiety became too serious that California State tests even included instructions on what to do if a student vomits on their test. Test anxiety even causes a student to forget what they have studied. This has happened to me plenty of times, especially on the SAT. I took the test 2 times and scored low on both of them. Since you just learned what causes the problem, now it's time to know the solution. Schools should test the kids on what they know and believe is important, not what the government thinks. According to the article Stop the Standardized Test Tyranny by current events writer Greg Fish, published by businessweek.com on February 18, 2009, if schools decide to teach instead of letting students explore their options and talents, it should be taken as a sign that the district has made a choice to adhere to a different set of priorities than those of both parents and students. A teach the test policy is a red flag for potential problem, since there's no reason for basic being measured on the test can't be learned in parallel with pupils' self-exploration. So schools should look at how a good student does at school and the subjects they take rather than results from standardized tests. Not students are all good test takers. Portable student portfolios can be an alternative since technology has advanced. It can be used to evaluate students' work. Another idea is called digital badges. It's similar to Boy Scout badges, and you can earn the badges from mastering subjects such as math. It's time to wrap things up. Standardized testing shouldn't be determined how smart a student is on the particular subject. Imagine you just learn the problem and the cause, and lastly the solution. Imagine a world without standardized testing. Students would be stress-free, and I would be too, and creativity can be expressed even more. Students would be able to advance faster in education, and this can happen if the standardized testing is abolished.